Body say catch us for having a coupon say all found seeing you. And a payment pie body say come to Denmark catch they said. I bet we are saying I bet we are saying Bassa. I bet any pub door apple we are seeing. A radin to true. Don't found seeing you. Confirm say if we are seeing in our bedroom. Another pay when I reach now say over care. Say any radio sem a benoma. Yamisha non Saudi. Na Obrano, a year, and couldn't deal with it. And yeah, easy. A Christopher Brow assassin way so. So soon bedding a mere Bible say for your cross. Take your cross and follow Jesus. The cross is always before you. The cross is not behind you. Things which are behind you are barriers that you have crossed already. How many barriers have you crossed in your Christian life? How many barriers? There are many barriers to cross now. There are many barriers to cross before you get to the crown, before you get to the end of the journey. What did I say? I say, barriers may be hard to cross. To get to the cross, to get to the cross, and to get to the finishing line, you need to work hard. And then we will talk about the word, but there's a story I will share with you if I don't forget. There's a story I will share with you. It's a powerful story, and that should tell you, when you see all these fake prophets and fake men of God pronouncing blessings upon you, when there's a cross before us, when there's a problem ahead of us, when there are troubles ahead of us, yet they don't see those. They don't see those, and they profess only blessings upon our life. But today, we are here to learn the word of God. The cross of Jesus is what is before us, and not joy before us. Yes, it is not about joy. If you walk in the statutes and the commandment of God, God will make sure that you live according to His will and not according to your will. Because according to the will of men, and that is the doctrine of the false prophets around. But if you have Christ in you, which is the hope of glory, you will know that there's a cross before you. There are troubles before you. And today I'm going to share some of the troubles and some of the cross issues with you. And then, still on Genesis chapter 19. Genesis chapter 19, and then my message, I entitled it, Can't Escape to the Mountains. I can't escape to the mountains. And it's saying, I don't follow my home for another pains. Your bonfire said, Mount Sassume, who are living down. Mount Sassunia, who are done, ever was him. Mount Sassunia, who Pagia, Quine, ever was him. Another pay, Matia for Adjunomuni or Mutu, no Wakumum. Nafa semi fill room. Oh, Jesus Christ, Nazareth. Amen. Yes. And then so you can't ready yourself. Now, said the Asia came to that no lie and not. You can abra lot a cockatre. Nenso no so mumbra no munina to cry out to me. I did the jab say, a friend say. I cry a friend of Sodom and Gomorrah. Nenso no sorrow, or more pamon if you all them say, where I uncle baby or Belcro. Now, Lord, dear, or by an above one so inside the community. Now, and that the Baba to us, and then they see ye thereafter. If you want on a dear baby, and they see ye. And then, Abra, you say, Abra, Lord, or above one so, Lord, no so the year, no more for back, so Lord to Mammy and Nunsa. No, we don't go see Crutiano, or Mocatro say, escape to the mountains, for we are about to destroy this place. Now, Lord, Ekatre, above one baby. Now, no, and the Yabba a day and a lot, Ekatre above one. Until then, before I can kind of verse 18, Genesis chapter 19, verse 18. Excuse me, my main kind from the Bible. I say, then Lord said to them, please know, my Lord. This is when in verse 17, Abraham, and then part of verse 17, like I said, escape to the mountains, lest you be destroyed. Also, so wow, call mountains in the more you will be destroyed. Oh, sir, above one can be very key. What happened? Also, so wow, call mountains in the more you will be destroyed. But Lord said to them, please know, my Lord, indeed now your servant has found favor in your sight, and you have increased your mercy. You have increased your mercy, which you have shown me by saving my life. But I cannot escape to the mountains. Some lot to come. Also, mountains run there. I can never go. Ko baby ma won't talk. Some lot to come. Go to the mountains for your life to be preserved. Also, you have had mercy upon me. You have shown a lot of love towards me. But you know what? I cannot go to the mountains. I cannot escape to the mountains. I cannot go to the mountains because when I go there, it will not be good with me. You know what? Man of God. You know what? Angel of God. My Lord. You know what? There's a little town here. Kroketwa bi wahanum. A kroketwa bi ya shanum say. So what we say kronusa? On say kronusa. Mesraw. Mama ko wanu meja esa me ko mountain mu na bafo ko ahu me mabo abeje me nkwade a mesraw mama ko kroketwa mu na enwura mu anum de me ko akwada me ko abo de bachi mi awe. Hwe obi a nyame abofo aba. Nyame abofo aba se ye ba beji wo. Na your more direction. So follow this direction so that your life will be preserved. I said that. I don't know to baby uncle. I don't know to baby above for no one. Many other. Sani ya yo asasu wesu ni pegu asasu ya it is a lot. A Christo for kakra wom. Omo sume radi ye kakra no. Omo nyina akwa it is a lot. Omo it is a lot. Erade ketchum so ko benku omo se erade benku mo onum de hot rodo unim erade se mehwe ni mfa ha no ma mehwe ni mfa ahonum no dry grounds ma memfa honum erade ketchum se ko wachi o se erade ma me mo ko banim kakra ma memfa ma mo twetwete kakra ko banim dunia se ebeye city am erade asoma the will of God will be perfect in us if and only if we will listen to the voice of God and the commandment of God and the direction of God. His perfect will will be accomplished in us. What do I say? His perfect will be what? Accomplished in us. Miriam, Lot never paid heed to what angels in the catcher. All he did was to what? Bring his suggestions. And the angel agreed to his suggestion. And tomorrow, we will have some a bit about Etna yame ya adom ya ba hanoma asema ede be ba no ube wu ne ya to lot sa kro na okoso body ya koto lo e ma owo wo mo no Ewurade pe eyesi eyema nipa Ewurade po eyema nipa sin bibia Lord aka won kra de wonya Ewurade anum anumnyam Abraham anumnyam ebi asomoso ama Ewurade atumi asoma abofo Omba ya kura ne yeso kwa ompese obako twetwe won ase abofo na ase so nsem ade wakra kosu kotia omaka tese ko ehwewachi na matro baabi akọ osimempe hono oma menkwa ha otumi wo se abofo na yesoma mo mba no omo abotre pa omo wa abotre pa because omo ya abofo fofra anka omo si lot ene nebusuafo ni nyina afrai but omo abotre enti ne lot baby se bia no na omo ya ma ne lot baby se bia no omo ya ma omo twentwe ne omo lot twentwe ne nase na omo nkasa e dia ayemsihie eso lot nsa na omo so no mu na omo de na krotia lot say me come mountains one I will not go to the mountains let me go to this small town here called Zua omo se ko sanka eyabofo bia e otimodefo a anka omo she lot to fry maybe you will never have you unya odobiti unya senya mebe do to the point said you did do a lot Ewurade adon krofobi awoki omo eyi omo efi no manyina besi ene God has walked them through in revelations and in visions and in dreams Ewurade awoni omo say efi no ma wo nyina omunyi but what we say enye ni panyina and then yan said the bidumanya. And then the penny and then yan said the lot to anya. Sanka obenya said the Lord to nya anka obenya nko. But who said the obenya na wunya ni said that me dey asem we bro. So what ti asem na the direction is said dwane bone. That is the direction. As someone now go for the catch up to say dwane come mountain one you are running away from sin and getting closer to God. And tell me the message for you is what? Run away from sin. Dwane bone. And tell body mu na wo body mu and tell Sodom and Gomorrah na ensai dwane bone ye to aken kan so a I say indeed now your servant has found favor in your sight and you have increased your mercy which you have shown me by saving my life, but I cannot escape to the mountains lest some evil overtake me and I die. And to Lord, no jide wa hin. Lord, no jide wa hin. Na me a oni na bofo ba wa direct me say mon come mountains wo no. Na wonyi ni say na nya me be so mu wa. Awurade direct you say dwane efiri ba bi a wote. Jide kitu bi a wa nya nti wo da so to. Awurade direct you say efiri no ma wo hu nyina jai. Wig say awurade direct you say jai. Now so far say won't me hear natural. Awurade direct you say jai makeups here. Now when you make up I was say Jezebel we abodam ni. Jezebel bodam ni awurade she no. We makeups I was say. Now so we say wo nyansam no wo nyansa say. So why you makeups I wo nyafe. Enti wo nya. Enti wo de no na wo de tiboni no. Koso tinam. Cause it's a Jezebel, they mean a better one, the worst case scenario and a better one. Because the worst case scenario is for you to be thrown into the lake of fire. But before the lake of fire, you go to what? Hades and receive the punishment, and then God will come in with His what? Ultimate punishment in the form of what? Of Hades, in the form of hell. The lake of fire, the fire that burns with brimstone, the fire that burns unquenchable. Extinguisher, fire extinguisher, be a dear assassin, so a bit to be a dumia. Fire extinguisher, be a dear assassin, so forget it. And we are seeing this year America for our technology of Mudum Jamasa, they be a Jato Krumano, there is answer and phone. Europe before fire system is very powerful, and to they will stand in judgment. And the one doing fire service for us as and all the fires around fire service machinery say what we are seeing now, they will gather together to quench it. Massa, and soon Suma assembly can judge and soon Suma assembly can. Now when we are arrested solar fire service never a bit to do one. Yes, sound here won't feel body. But Lord, I catch a riding cell, riding slow. And from him, command to one of the call my boy, Betty and to win him, a radical crooked. My Lord, let me go into this town. Let's continue the reading. And to say, verse 21, I say, and he said, we are reading Genesis chapter 19, verse 21, and we are studying the entire 19. So you can follow us from there. I'll say, in verse 21, I'll say, and he said to him, see, I have favored you concerning this thing also. And I'll say, I have favored you concerning this thing also, in that I will not overthrow this city. And to nature said, Sa Krono, Sa Zua, Krona, Lord called him. That it can cry as a buff for the sale. They can cry as a buff for to Janugu Honor. But announce a lot to call Honumti. And will Jack Room. Sometimes a radical coso ever Eddie Jeba or the mayhem ever museum or the mayhem ever Milanum or she attended for Bakum Unity or not by Jebusiano. Or she attended for Bakum Unity. Oh, because Lord entered to that sinful city called Zoa. A radia day, expect a honum, a sacrum, and to Nipa or honum. A radia day, a radia. But the mess in him say a radi mudia. Corona Casa de Onsen, but the because the Bible says that Ubia, no one escaped except Lot. And every city, the Mundi Pebia no person was shown, or show Mubia Bazua, the Corona Casa de Onsen, but the Mundi Padi or Chomunina Kujan. In Exodus, Abraham, the friend said, Egypt, Israel for the Egypt, or more deep bonello, and rather pious as Simono. But at the boy falling in a rather pious as Simu, baby, I would be a rather soon sumacho, say, Rikim, baby, I would be within second, and a rather choman in a assassin as no seal for being silly and stupid and sinful. Our generation is about to what? Suffer condemnation. Our generation is about to suffer eternal damnation. And just as the Lord opened the earth and brought everybody from every corner, baby, I want to be a running tree or when you not do say or rather say, if we are seeing. Now, at the tail end of this, I'll tell you a story. So, also, be dear Radiatia, Massa, so, be dear Radiatia, you face consequences, but the idea is that you have to stand in your faith. Because among some four baby are so more intelligent than also demons. They are very intelligent and very wise. A come to first you on Romano. We never have many of us. Why they careful? So why they careful on baby? Especially yeti abroad, yeti America, yeti Europe. So why they careful here? And some for the bionic demons, the bionic Satan, but found conform on the iron, dangerous. Why they careful? Because now assembly to doctor me, no matter what. Doctor be UK, assembly to nobody, and I'll take an opportunity to read the story a little bit. No one will near air to Nipa, we are seeing a Christopher, what we are seeing near to you. And to look kind to us, I say, for I cannot, I say, verse 21, I say, I will not overthrow this city for which you have spoken of. And to South Carolina, they come. But for that, I say, hurry, escape there. For I cannot do anything until you arrive there. Also, mean to me, because I'm too Genesis here. And to Bomadia called. And it's okay to also say, therefore, the name of the city was called Zua. The sun had risen upon the earth when Lot entered Zua. Then the Lord reigned. Because Bible said that, and the Lord rained what? Fire, brimstone. And rather than the etoja, etoja the Sodom and Gomorrah. And rather toja the Guamuso. In our end time, yeah, baby. And rather want to Janoma. As I saw your best just like that, the earth will be no more. As I saw anyone who trusted the earth will be no more. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall never pass away. Mark 13:31. Also, soon as I see there, every work, but I'm not suffering for some day. Into me a day, and Koda. It is as well every work, rather than saying, no more, walk around here. Echo the lake of fire. It's not going to be one-time distraction. You are going to be in the lake of fire forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Why don't you repent? I didn't want to move you, and no one ever did it. Because mountains now see Lord to alcohol. He was telling God to run away from sinful generations, sinful cities, sinful people. But Lord did not pay heed to the direction of God. Ono ankasa the suggestion and above the tea. In the end, the better and somewhere too before say you do your friend say. Before say you chapter 20. And to us what kind of swag. I say, I brought Lord to do Krobano. And they are changing a lot to do Kumonoma and a radiator day. Rainstorm and fire on Sodom and Gomorrah from the Lord out of heaven. So he overthrew those cities, all the plains, all the inhabitants, all those cities. So now the Bible is clear here that all the inhabitants, all the inhabitants of the cities, and what grew on the ground. Or say Bibia na efifiri wa asase no so, Bibia wa asase no so, adaye sisi so, ejapade a wo so, amanfo banks aye service ka kese e wo hono, amanfo aye swimming pool wo fie. Everybody said it na amanfo massive mansions. Every security mansions, every abai sika, every the ordinary person sika, every mansions. Everybody was saying it na. Because Sodom and Gomorrah time, or say Bibia or one. He consumed the pride people and consumed the children, their children and their wives and everybody. And then what James said, and Coladia Radime save you. Oh, yeah, Colana one Sia, one penny 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, 13 years, 14 years. What the one of them said, oh, penny penny extra quite. Now, one of them corona obo. Una more corona obo, like a ticket. Where we are coming down, sir. Yeah, we are coming down. Jeria, Musu Jeria. That's it. What the coming down, sir? Some Uber couple or something. And to share that, sir, then I entry a home free bonnet. And no. Lot was commanded to run away from sinful cities, but he ended up going to one of those sinful cities. Maybe a radical so on Papa. And if on a radical say, Qua Wanko. And if on a radical say, Johnny Free one was still out there so to hold. Still out there so to dead church, and yes, I consult the radical. Consult the radical shoe and nurse quotation I can say radical show after at the boy phone. Oh, son of both for the catcher lot to know so lot. So one qua best show after the boy phone. Best show after said Jimmy Free. That church now with him, consult them. The radical show from what I say. Okay, and it's okay. What talk us what? I say, but verse 25, so he overthrew all the cities and the ground. Verse 26 now say, but his wife looked back behind him and she became a pillar of salt. His wife looked back behind him. One of the instructions are both for the man when they say, come on, move here. And the instructions are the man say, come on, move shadow be a but Omanti, not in the then I come, I was Sodom and Gomorrah. And woman said, no, both for no other form of so there, but still, Nakuma was Sodom and Gomorrah. And if on the one fear still, I will come on. And so I come here, Radia. So, Radia, you work for Mania Bima, and Radia, you work for Croby Moa, and Radia, you work for Kodanda Bima, and Radia, you work for the Boyer for Bimoa. Take your heart off from that place and focus on God. Focus on God. Let your focus be on God and not any human being. What do I say? For when they see so for why do you see so for what come and see so worship God with all your mind, all your heart, and all that is in you. Son of the world, now. So radical just say move, you gotta move. A radical just say sit, you gotta sit. A radical just say walk, you gotta walk. A catcher lot is go into the mountains. Lot is a Dabi, no Kozua. I tell you, I was one. I'm also Yadi, and I don't pay a radiasum about him. I'm also Yadi, who wouldn't yes, so what's very few money. Very fair, the man. Johnny Few Corona, Johnny Few Station, Johnny Few Anthony now, a few women in that Johnny Few. Johnny Few normal masturbation, Johnny Few, and yet a Jimmy Fosso for being more work at us and masturbation at the Papa. Don't listen to them. They are demons. They know that they radiate you again. Omodim say Awurade to the pastor Chris. About the job I catch us say masturbation ya body. Or a demon. Demon pay the betrimenti ho no catch eso ebiase ne eso nyina say ade Awurade tiri no papa nti koye. Yes, bronsam na kasasa. Bronsam na kasasa. Ono na kai nti mabondi. Ena me na me kai. Ono na kai. Also masturbation your body or a demon. Anybody that talks like that. Bronsam kasa. Radia cannot bronsam about the Danilo no catch you say yeah. Papa. And to don't listen to pastors like that because it is unconform or sorry a gum because or who come on with the body. Say the way I do when you never could you. What do I say? Say dear, so for Cassa, no to say I will pass one. I said, man, no, and some of what can you know, what cut your radiation. And radiation is a trousers, not so for my business, I saw them so, who said trousers and nursery. Ah, a radiation of Baba shall bear my taddy, a Baba shall trousers. So, and every Kimidina so and I catch a drop pop into so yam, a cassette, Yamia Sam. Nyamia kanu enya sanete enti se ade mutu mi se na musu mujimie bodam ni we abedra hanu ba bakasa na mujimie na mudi akire se waka ne de o se ye enti yenye munkoso nye mebe so ba de munyina beguje because bronsama kasa for the pamutie bronsam ne na fatutu Awurade ne ho Sanso na mama boni kosu aso dem ndwamanfo na worship Awurade e waso dem ndwamanfo and they are Sunday school teachers ndwamanfo and they are teachers e waso dem Manya careful ombacha mo mother ndwaman sa that is why this generation is never growing in it and it's not growing any righteous. We are growing sinful. It is lack of holiness that is abound, not what holiness getting abound. Righteousness is what is being diminished. Because we have demonic teachers in the churches, in all our churches. Teachers say, Jimmy for moon nimshi or Bible moon or church. No two women bronsam and a bronsam for moon or church. A Sunday school teacher ba what dia kawada onai umoda uja sawe sana na akoso Sodom and Gomorrah Awurade shi omo Awurade be samu nyina and verse 20 says no also but his wife looked back media direction Awurade dia ma no also ehwe wachi City one me yes in there affordable. And to really see you watch and then you watch lot in the mama na show much no munya nkwa ma omukra. But in the essence one nim nyansa ni jivi for na man instructions obusu. Nyansa ni man instructions so ya dey odisu. Because the memo instructions are he means it. And so for every single instruction in the word of God, when this one, for every single instruction that Jesus Christ so much, because the doctrine of Jesus, we said the doctrine of Jesus is all about heaven and hell, holiness and righteousness. As a prosperity in camp, so giving for preaching prosperity, once saved forever saved. Because there are 4 teachings in the camp. What you say? Heaven, hell, holiness and righteousness, sanctification, justification. What do I say? These are the doctrines of Christ. Anything apart from that, who could not say, pop it to know Catholic answer, and for so be any so. And for so be any so. And I don't pay. A random wow. Let anybody a random wow. Not power cheap. Decide to follow Jesus and purpose in your heart that there's no turning back. Set the cross before you and the world behind you and listen to the voice of the Lord. And that is a lot to hear. And yet it's a lot to you. And yet, as a branch in my radiasm. You have had an encounter with God. If you have an encounter with angels, Oma can samatramo. Someone you're free bonim. Oma can samatramo. And Oma air cost one sorry amutimuda suti. Oma can samatramo. If you know my air cost around the society, I would timuda suti. If yes, you're going to where I to know. Bronsaman person be able to heaven. Or person be able to heaven. When him said, "You see, yet Bronsami ya pass." What to be at the we ask for a whole day one year money. So what time we ask for the 1 day 1 year money? It to be a Bronsami ya sa that the work or go work ya me make sure some because Bible so wonder. Bible say I didn't there for some wonder. The nigusu sa kopem so training ni be hwe. Yes, Bronsamunda, he's working hard. Very, very hard. A Christopher and I. Brother now, on the agents, they don't sleep. They don't sleep. And you see, why do you say, when you want to preach, we have a force of water. And I say, be you are coming here, you do a honey, and never walk yet. Yes, it's what I said, the bay over carrier, yes, and said the bay out. Over Papa, you did not be a honey, and never better to so. To take your mind off the core duty of man on this earth. To take your mind off the core duty that God has given you. Because when you assume you are going to be the Kenya, me as a ye. So when you assume you are going to be a bomb fire. What do you say? And Jenna, and now so much is a lot to you. And that's how bad I need to this week. Say a lot to you there to this spill out sort of pen on that here. What the other code? What the other code? And the Mambo and over Kojim. In Galatians 5:19. Galatians 5:19. Tiazembi. I say, now the works of the flesh are evidence, which are adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lewdness, idolatry, sorcery, hatred, contention, jealousies, outbursts of wrath, selfish ambition, dissensions, heresies, envy, murder, drunkenness, rivalries, and the likes. Sir, or brother, me who boss who are having the night upon some Jemun woman, and the mamma, and Ubako Jem, and some of Adubako Jem. Fornication, who worry, when the mad that Ubako Jem, who worry, when the man mad that Ubako Jem, one worry, who for Yeti, Ubako Jem, one worry, one for Forkuneti, Ubako Jem. Where Jaman for a Soko Jem. Selfish ambitions. Pesaman Kumina and a Jem Subai. Pesaman Kumina, idolatry of some, a comfort, a gradano, a money Jem Namoko. Nagrada was something I could want to mention. Moti TV soon a muyi magic, Mother Bronsa muyi magic, a jam no moko. All these things they are going to fire, hellfire. Okay, zero. And so when such a day, jam no cause, see a brava want to be a jam. Who will come together, now come together, who come together in our heaven. Now, the blasphemy, mommy, went to me Virginia TV, so no one worship. To me Virginia TV, so no one worship. Let me know how him. Opa baby Kodinchino. Opa baby Kodinchino. Who has was in the no? Now what to do now? Now was who did not have now? Who to be idiot? Who say him answer? Who be comfort? Yes, there was real. There was all these people. We no way. And the new park with you. Yeah, one is said, the bear say, if you are and some of Kakavin are no more. They be a put out because I will call him, I will put out because I will call a friend and say, Jehovah. And today be out there, Ubotu shall bottom for Jehovah for sale. And just said Jehovah for some kind, some folk canoe. And tell Roman for some cafono and some cafono, some no son. Jai and Tiomo. Or one can someone pay heaven a cook, and to person who's your day. She said, who should have brought something? Don't listen to them. So, Kobia, free movie. I'm telling me two for free movie. And that you mean, that's why we can to say, Kobia, free movie, get it free. Run for your life. Stand above for the catcher, Lord, is a run. Lord, run to the mountains. Escape for your life. Escape from them. For your life. For your own life's sake, escape. Run for your life. Utimura, get it free. Sorry, a best boneso. I dear what Bible was I dear where we are do back on Jim. Now, so that you try on said, a Jabian one and to Modia Mono. Ha, do baby, Anna, as some Neka. I have this busy basa. Let's go back to Genesis chapter 19. Until not to you, also. Now, verse 27 will say, and Abraham went early in the morning to the place where he had stood before the Lord. Okay, baby, I'm not it. I didn't come and say, I didn't say, when you're turning for Duka, who come on over, show me, I didn't say, show me. What's up with now? And I know what you had yet. If you knew who yet, I say, early in the morning, the place where I say, and Abraham went early in the morning to the place where he had stood before the Lord. Then he looked towards Sodom and Gomorrah and toward all the land of the plain. And he saw, and behold, the smoke of the land, which went up like the smoke of a furnace. Which went up like a smoke of what? Of a furnace. And it came to pass, when God destroyed the cities of the plain, that God remembered Abraham and sent Lot out of the midst of the overthrow, when he overthrew the cities in which Lot had dwelt. And whom Lot pretty righteousness, but Lot one casado. Now baby, the super baby be one because baby I want to and where did it? Bonnie the moon out to know. I know the I was one year Bonnie Nibi, but now anything, but Abraham. But so it came to pass that the Lord God remembered what Abraham and what? And sent the angels to take Lot out of the place. Lunia, Abia, you won't Abraham do a bushim. Abia, what you won't Abraham do a bushim, rather better so. Abia, only David do a bushim, rather better so. Abia, only Donata do a bushim, rather better so. Abia, only Paul do a bushim, rather better so. No one's more about for Abraham Bejo. And this out is the boy from rather better show up from. A rather better, a rather better show the other, and they are from. Johnny Maukra, Johnny Maukra, what I say? Maybe I'm not lot. It's said they're 1 mile. Now let's look at a couple of quotations now, and then let's look at Proverbs chapter 14, verse number 14. Proverbs 14:14. Proverbs 14:14 will say, the backslider in heart will be filled with his own ways, but a good man will be satisfied from above. Also, the backslider, he fills his heart in his own ways. And the radical catcher himself for say, but a number near what Timon to do. Also, one quarter. As one day. I don't know, Papa be a casam trem. So, branch be the bonnet and walk Coco Tuno for. Coco Tuno for and some phone a branch at the catcher and said, now, Papa, grass up on your ears, house will be. Those who have been to Kuanutu, tell Papa and say, yes, sir. Menesa, no mom said, I dare quite see for so away as our bonny way. It's never 7 days. Also, for some corner, for some corner, for some corner. It to me, Bassa, who to the boy any for and some former catcher or crowd, 1 year or crowd the moon. Until baby, I made a minute about to say. What was I to make them now? Show who said, and that dear bit here. Mr. Corner come on fire, ready with you because you may catch on. Make a place a bonnet, I would team with Johnny Film. No, won't talk. And Nipa no Bano, who said, one will be some questioner. No, or no one the idea and the thought, and that is what he wants you to satisfy. Not that he need any advice from you. He want you to confirm and satisfy his thought and evil ways. The moment you see that, let that person go. Because if you are ready to satisfy the person's ways, fine. If not, let the person go. If you are not ready to satisfy the person's evil ways, let the person go. And tell the boy, for they are always filled with the things of their own way. Their hearts are filled with the things their own ways. But the righteous, what can I say? But a good man will be satisfied from above. A good man, they rather than is satisfied from heaven. What do I say? In the book of Luke, Luke 17. Luke 17, verse number 31. Luke 17, 31 to 32. And I read, I say, in that day, he who is in the housetop and his goods are in the house, let him not come down to take them away. And wow, I brought a lot, no watching, no partner, no man, no family, no. I say, I say, in that day, rather than. So, what the housetop, make sure that you will not come down. So, Baba, don't come down to come and take them away. And likewise, the one who is in the field, let him not turn back. Let him not what? Turn back. That same instruction, when you use to do assembly, I say, Lord, you don't turn it back when young. Lord, you don't turn it back when young. I had a use to say, on that day, rather than the back. Don't turn back. Don't turn back. We'll train the animal call you at that time, and I better train the government already there show about Christo Mono. How holy is that particular garment of God? Have you kept your garment of holiness clean? Have you kept it up to this point in time? The garment of righteousness. Be what? A slave to righteousness and holiness, and stop being a slave to sin. Stop being a slave to sin. Some of us, boyfriend, girlfriend, you have been a slave to a boyfriend for far too long. Stop it. Get out of that kind of life. Get out. One get out already, be so what already the jail, but we almost so next day. Already say, so what is that same way? Don't go back, don't look back, just look forward. See yourself, Jai, get it free. Get it free. I just said, already, say, get it free. Okaya, what was Okaya? I say, and likewise, the one who is in the foot, let him not turn back. Verse 32. I say, remember Lot's wife. Also, I didn't want to wife. Yes, Christ. Where yes, we know answer. Also, remember Lot's wife. Also, Monkai Lot near tomb. And you watching what should and you watching say and time call who and yet to say crama, walk crama, jai, and then come across strangers as a sort of fear. I won't go deep. I don't know who nipa. What for body when I was and come across with an answer. No, what time Sikadia quarter makeup? Why do you know where he will answer power? How Sika will sell will make up near 3 hours. Transnecessary. When some we are no aside what to do. She answer. Remember Lot's wife. Kailot to you. Luke 17:32. I said, I say, remember Lot's wife. Luke 17:32. Remember Lot's wife. Very short verse, right? 4:2. 4:2 now for Barbara. Remember Lot's wife. Remember. Okaka is Lot's wife. Decide to follow Jesus and look up to the cross. Stop looking back. Stop looking back, brother, sister. Stop looking back, my sister. My sister. Sa and Kawana would de gugu munsa. Namusora, Uso no akobyo, no akotoka de assurance. Demons aye kawama mu na musise. Sa no mani nyina brunsam and they use that is Samuel. Now the chase a gugu who sa kramai. Because sometime back in 2008, I was traveling from Accra to Kumasi. Now, when I got to your friend said Nuclear Station. So that time, I'm saying that VIP for no more park or Nuclear Station. Till we park for VIP, either VIP or one of those big buses in the and I make up for fun of one. And I could be the chain be 10 be sad with the bit. I'm going to change them and told them, say, Master, Mimi Shetero. Is that chain where maybe many you? Oh, say, chain be a service. I be a service. I didn't think by and I'm here, man, comes up for officer me a bottom. How did I me a bottom? No, my bottle chain them that got to Moko. Hey, Master, me never bottom them. Me neck command them not about to change them to Kapoto Moko the head. I don't do back. Don't be a dog and be putting chains and earrings in your ears. It's dogs that do that. What does it? I'll be putting those kind of filthy stuff. Bible so I had the feel normal and all the amount. And then how? Also, I was a rig this time. I know what I now the number one thing. Also, who offer? Be natural. Stay natural for the Lord. What does it? In Hebrews chapter 10. The book of Hebrews. Hebrews chapter 10. Verse number Hebrews 10 number 38. Hebrews 10:38. And I read, I say, now the just shall live by faith. But if anyone draws back, my soul has no pleasure in him. I said, the just shall live by faith, but Obibiara best sign the chino. Obibiara best sign the chino. My soul has no pleasure in him. Somebody Christo now sign with here. And rather than wedding man, that's outside sign with you, cottage your man. That's outside that sign with you, cotton cronuma. That's outside with you, cotton saviema. That's outside with you, a cotton, a covetous more. Who's outside with you, a cotton, a different one. Who's outside with you, cotton, Bosum Suma. Who's outside with you, a cotton, a Jimmy Bremois. Jesus is saying, his soul will never have pleasure in you. Will never have pleasure in you. And don't say about Christo Mura, you will have no weakness and you will not be tormented by the evil things that you see. But weakness is not sins. Weakness are not sins. There's a way of dealing with that weakness. Weaknesses in Christ Jesus and weaknesses in our lives, there are ways that we deal with it. And if you want to know, we teach you. That is what we do here at Gate to Heaven Ministries. That's what we do. We teach you how to handle those kind of things. Now, be sure, until the Lord will have no pleasure in you. In the book of Deuteronomy, in Deuteronomy chapter 29, Deuteronomy 29, verse number 23. Deuteronomy 29, 23. And I read, I say, the whole land is brimstone, salt, and burning. It is not sown, nor does it bear, nor does any grass grow there, like the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah. One day, our land is going to be like the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah. One day, our land today is going to be like the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah. Where will you stand? When you Jehovah near ya catch us say heaven be any baby ya catch us say as I see soon better. And rather say the whole land will be like the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah. And it's such a channel ya take on totally now go Jim. Because one what the mentality they are showing to say heaven be any baby and to where they are to work for one another. Rather to what train everyone. Because what they are so with him say, who want to call heaven money ye. And they rather to everyone. And the next thing is that assassin Suswa, who's why you are doing some better now. I'm on the 20 down better than moon. And this is already been laid back to say Sodom and Gomorrah, said your ship on the end. And to what manner of person do you want to be? What anyone over tonight? Over tonight. Shenyan saw many of them, Shenyan saw many of them. A kiss of Father, when Shenyan saw a kiss of Father, when Shenyan saw Paniatri of Free Bonnet. Near Titi and Yanko Pontem, Bonnet. Only one thing that separate man from God. That one thing that separated the people of Sodom and Gomorrah from God was their sins. One thing that separated the people of Noah's time from God was their sins. One thing that separated Satan from God was his sins. One thing that separated Adam and Eve from God was their sins. Why do you still believe that because of false grace and until you can still live in your sins and God take you to heaven? And your last quotation in the book of Amos. Amos chapter 4. Amos 4. Verse number 11. And I read. I say, I overthrew some of you as God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And you were like a firebrand plucked from the burning. A firebrand plucked from the burning, yet you have not returned to me, says the Lord. Ha! What a radiant Jewel Jim? A radiant Jewel Jim? A Jana who come the radiant Jewel and was I go back to where I say you have not returned. I say, okay, you say I overthrew some of you as God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, and you were like a firebrand plucked from the burning, yet you have not returned to me, says the Lord. And Radia Semni. I say, why do you want free jump? Because you are Adam soon, the one soon, the way I'm fat name Wunipa. The Papian, yes, as is why you or yet or tenant. Yet the Bonnet Wunipa, yet the Adam soon a Wunipa, Bonnie soon the Wunipa, Conquer and Fam, Conquer Yatra, and the dependent. And you say what to Bonnie, why you won't get there, Radia for sit down. And not David the kind. Psalm 55, verse 5, or say, Bonnie Monamina needs me, Bonnie Monamina woman, period. As a massa. Bonnie Money, until when Jesus plucks you from burning fire, will you feel Bonnie? No, do us baby or what? Not the Atarifita show. Or so go and sin no more. I didn't look at the Amen. Or the Obada one for say go and sin no more. Because at that time, we are plugging in Bonnie in the night, Jana all from your year for one, or so go and collect Bonnie because who for your Bonnie be more. And when the was side, they ask for 2 Jenny will be. Never. I didn't know Radia you were free Bonnie, still our person on us company. I didn't know Radia you were free. Now, so still our own person will be jack. And I don't pay. I had a minimum savings. I had a minimum savings. A riding shop. No more. It's very simple. But before I go, can be very happy. Can be very happy, baby. Dr. Biwo, Britain. The friend Dr. David McRae. Now, oh yeah, the British pension department as a doctor. Now, Obeba one, my main kind story no. My kind story now, story no Mumbebwa. As I say, anyway, I say, Christian doctor loses job as a UK judge rules biblical view of male and female violates human dignity. Mitro, a Jimmy for Moody as well, a Rim. A Jimmy for a D, a Riasis with a Rim. Now, can I say, an experienced Christian doctor in the United Kingdom was forced out of his job as a disability benefit assessor for refusing to use transgender pronouns while working for the British government. Now, he has lost his lawsuit against the government after refusing, hypothetically, to refer to a 6-foot-tall bearded man as Madam. Bemakatechia, the 10 years 6 feet tall. Our body said, or say, Papa, them friend of Madam. No, Bemano, who was over your bar, and to Papa, them friend of Madam. And the doctor say, no, Bemakatechia, which no one will be VSS who was your Bema. And then Jimmy and some from Madam. When your Madam be your Bema. Papa and Casa didn't you know. I work soon. I didn't have a court work soon. MSCA. Dr. These are some of the persecutions that Christians face. Oh, Mama Jimmy for 6 feet tall man. Also a madam. A better point to be our Chrome Hanoma, America Hano. Who called you maybe more? Or Bapa also a Bema and Timema bathrooms in Oko. Tubacona, I Bema General Johnson. Not on also a bar, no so young what to say. On also a Beman. And some friend no one from Mr. House on the deal so Babo Musio. Oh, friend no one from Mr. House on the deal so Babo Musio. Ebi, Anna, Doctor Yakwaya, Yaparuni. Eh, so quite okay. Now, Brent 6 feet tall, I was a one body. And then you are about to say for that and make us you the near where Jimmy Pie. Say I'm from Madam. Saturday one man been one more say from masters. Oh, say the area say Jimmy. That one court on the coin. I will say, Papa no say one from my the religious views into one from Papa no so I am Madam. Now ever or say evaluate human dignity. What were Jimmy from penny for years? Judges, presidents. Your friend say, area heads. One for. What were Jimmy for? Years, ministers, mayors. These are the fools who lead us. These are fools who are heads of us. Jimmy for years, and call one a move by. Now, we are mobile, especially I tell you, dear. We do baby, I some come on too. Cause me share the pay go on na me be man no a share one ma na ya free police man they say come on too cause ni pay go on me so me Jimmy for e me mapa no want to make us no wash so o mati asese sa e ma no e na bro some ma o mo share tade ntientia ne skirt ntientia to be won say be ma to make up no aye nanim na bag kitua bi ese no no wa skirt ntientia bi na go on na me show mudi so there over Tom line man over munasi ya there won come into there na bed won come into there na bed adano ba ku bia me hu no awoko me hwe di na me se wo adaru ade beta ma ba de bo wani so no be ma bia oba be bia me ye adwuma beto ade wa be ma wo na wakoye transgender wadare no hu oba na osi beside efi so yes surgery no beside oba bia be maketeti wutie the voice the boy very deep the voice is deeper than media oba bia na no waka na akosem osi efi so koye surgery no beside wa yare sa na nsunya huhwe wonya huhwe kura bawo ne wawie no wona eye mo wan say sabon sam Jimmy nipa chese ne yakoso ni wona around him ni na wo Awurade wo yebobo no nwoe no be wo sabon sam akwan ni na ya Jimmy akwan ne yentwe wo free so Awurade mo no ma utumi ngina ne train ne konkro yemu holiness without rich no one will see God. And remember, holiness is inside out. And so we move through if you are born. You feel over through. Bible says, "Sumu manu nimnyansa say a high man." Come for nimnyansa address ye. Come for nimnyansa address ye. Na moti akisosumu ana mo hye ntade te say dwamanfo. Nkamofo kra mfa dwaman ntade nko kamusdabo. Who so be the miniskirt akoka model? Who so be the miniskirt akọ? And so for Jimmy for Badam for I must say for miniskirt this fathers Emra saw them. Then for say Jimmy no man nko compost. What do you say? That's okay. How the church has turned into. Say, if we don't change our mind and if we don't repent, we shall perish. Just like some Kofu will perish here. Sodom and Gomorrah for perish here. We shall perish like them. And it's on its way. Enter. I don't know. I said, "I'm in shop. No more. More to show Facebook. I will say that. You're not there. The mobile bus so far. I'm in shop. And we recorded over 80 people at a time on the Facebook. That shows that Name and the Juma. And then Mimetiano, Minia Juma Bia. Media said, "Young Concord Ashaman on the Caribbean." What would you know? I hope, sir. What the Bayer Juma, I'm going to take what the Alphas will be anything. What year? Yamufanya Juma. Everybody, the bishop. And I don't pay my no more pipe. Everybody now pays on the other man and the Abraham. So, Madame Switch Roma, with Jesus Christ, Nazareth. Amen. I had a humanity. The final part of the story of Sodom and Gomorrah will come your way. Hopefully, maybe it will be the final part. So another final part there. Then we will leave to finish it on Friday. Now, Miss Ralph, one more. Bye bye.